What's going on, team? Proof here, and welcome to another Duel Masters Plays video. And this video only going over the home screen and how to navigate through it. So if you've successfully downloaded the game after watching my previous video and you've made your avatar, it puts you on this screen here, and it kind of is going to give you a rundown of what's being presented here. So on the top part here, well, let me back up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure who this girl is. I'm not familiar with her. I don't know if she's in the anime or something, but she's kind of here to she talks to the people in the single player content and as the main point of contact there. So your character doesn't do a whole lot of talking, if any at all, but she's kind of here to do chit chat, interacting and things like that. She does talk on the home screen if you idle. So if that bugs you, you can reduce her sound in the sounds menu, which I'll get to in a little bit. But I'm gonna start at the top and work my way down to the bottom, because that's where the bulk of the stuff is. So the first part here is this part in the top left. This is my ranking for doing the rank content. So I haven't done any rank games, so I'm still beginner 5, which is the lowest rank you can be. And as you progress up, you can get different prizes. I know they put out an email for it in here. I think you can get crafting points and gold, and I think gems here and there. I don't know exactly what it is. I have to look at it again, but you can get currency to be able to redeem it for packs and things like that. This is my current level from doing the single player stuff, and this is my experience bar to show how close I am going to the next level. I think this just says I'm a beginner still. I think that's influenced by my ranking here, and then my name, of course, which you can change in the profile. Here's the currency bar. These are chips. You can redeem the chips for cosmetic things like sleeves, play mats. I believe you can use it to get clothes for your avatar. I haven't looked too closely at it. But you can get these by doing certain missions in the single player content, in the city battle, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and then in the training mode. And then these are gold. This is gold, which is one of the main forms of currency. You can get this by doing the single player content, and as you do certain achievements in there and get certain achievements by doing by just playing, you can receive gold for doing that. And these are gems. Gems is another way you can buy packs, and you buy these yourself through online microtransactions, and you can add value to your profile to be able to redeem it for packs. And then here is communications. So here's emails that Wizards puts out, for if maintenance happened, they'll address it, or any other kind of communication that they have. These are gifts. I think Wizards gives these out. I don't know exactly if you can get these from, I would imagine your rank prizes would come through here as well, because these are mission objectives. So mainly as you progress through and get certain achievements by playing, it'll come in here. You can redeem it for whatever the objective was and what the prizes was for it. And here's your friends. As you go into it, you can see your current friends, and you can add friends. The easiest way to add friends is by, actually I'll click in it real quick. I'll show you guys that real quick as it loads. So here are my current friends that have accepted. I believe here, if I had any pending friend requests for me to receive, that's where this would be. Here is where I sent out a friend request to people. They have to accept it, and I'll be added to their friends list. And then here's how you can search for people. The easiest way to do that is by getting your ID, which is in your profile. If it's shared with you, you put the ID in here, you hit OK, and it displays the person's name down here, and then their avatar, and then you can click add, and then it'll go to the pending status for them to accept it. And then this here is, I guess, for lack of a better term, it's kind of like a bulletin board of different things that it's going on, different events maybe currently going or upcoming. I haven't looked too much into it because all of it's in Japanese, so I have to use my phone or a translator to be able to go through it. So I haven't really just gone through it that much yet, but that's what it's for. And now to the bulk of what's going on is that this is the home button. So if you're in any of these other screens down here, you can just click this and go right back to home if you need to. Here is how you access the single player content. This is the tower. It's currently 30 floors, so you start at 1 through 15, and then once you clear that, it opens up the upper portion of it. And then this here is the city battle. Once you do the first 15 floors of the tower, it unlocks the city battle, which you can face off against these people here. And this is the main way to get chips. Excuse me. This is the main way to get chips, and you can like just keep battling the same person over and over again to get different prizes as you beat them. As you beat them multiple times, you get different prizes throughout. I've yet to have multiple occurrences of the same prize while there's another one to be gained, so I don't think that'll be influenced. This down here is the training area. This helps you play against different deck types. So there's like aggressive decks, like mid-rangey decks, and then like control decks, and they range from easy to hard. If you complete the hard versions of it, you get I think you get chips for it, or not. You may get chips for completing it, but you also get gold as one of the achievements in your achievement file. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Here is how you access the ranked content and like the player versus player content. So currently going on is the Bomedius Cup, which is like their name for the ranked season. It ends on New Year's Day, like once the clock rolls over to 2020. So from there, it'll see what your rank is, then give you prizes based on that. Here's the casual room. Like you can match up against random people in the casual room. And then here you can create a room to be able to face against people. This might be useful if you, like if you're in like an online community like Discord and you want to face against people that aren't on your friends list. I would imagine you can come in here and create a room and be able to have people come in and join that room to fight against them. Here is like some extra stuff that's coming soon, but it's not yet here, so I can't really click on it. So it kind of gives you that. Here's how you can access your decks and your collection, which I'll get into a future video, but this is how you get to it. Here's the decks to be able to view and create decks and edit decks. And then here's how you can view your collection and go through the crafting system. I will say that the crafting system is like Hearthstone in that, and maybe Shadowverse as well, in that you have they have a dust system or a DM point system to be able to craft certain cards you want to make. And once you have a set of 4, everything above that is extra, so you can share the same 4 cards across multiple decks. You don't need to have a set of 4 for deck A, a set of 4 for deck B, things like that, which is very helpful. And so you can disenchant, for lack of a better term again, the extras for to be able to finish out other sets as well. And then this here is how you access the shop. Here's where the cosmetic things are for sleeves, as you can see, like the Bolshak Dragon sleeves here, and then play mats and then clothing for your avatar. Here's the shop for packs, to be able to redeem packs and tickets to get gold, gems, or tickets to be able to get packs. And then this here is how you can buy gems to add to your account to then turn them into packs. And then here's the option screen. This here is a way to access your profile if you don't want to click up here. I believe this shows your current ranking in the season. Here's the options menu, which I'll click on real quick. So we got the background music. I don't remember what SE stands for, but you just probably have to do something with the sound in the game. Here is voices. This is how you can reduce the girl's voice down. And I think it also reduces interaction for the little cutscenes as well. Here, so I'm playing on an emulator, but this is my account. But if you're playing on your phone, it has a vibrate function if you pass turn from player A to player B, or it kind of notifies you. This is where you can cut that on or off. I would, if it bugs you, just come here and cut it off. It did bug me, so on my phone I did cut it off. This here is if you want to see push notifications on your phone, maybe if like a new update comes out, or when, I guess, if the day rolls over and it updates with new daily logins. Because something I didn't mention up till now is that there is daily rewards for logging in, and it's based on Japan time, so you need to keep that in mind. So make sure you keep logging in like every day at the very least to be able to get the login rewards as the day goes on. So like today, I think it was like gold, and then tomorrow's going to be a ticket or something like that. Here's if you want to receive notifications from your friends. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I don't know if it's like if a person comes online, it'll tell you in this corner here before I unchecked it. But if your friends message you, it'll pop up as well. Actually, I'll recheck that just in case. Here is how you want to manage your mana system. This is if you want to flick it, which I did try it on my phone and on here. It didn't work too well for me. This is if you want to drag it, so be able to like pick it up and then drag it to the mana zone, which I'll get into in the future with another video. And this is the hybrid version of both of those. I just kind of keep it here because it just works well. Here, I believe this is the resolution. I think it's like low, high, and max or something like that. I believe that's how it works. And then this one here lets you, if you want, allow your friends to watch you play a game, so you keep that checked off as well. This here gives you a notification in game if you are going to miss a phase as you advance or miss an attack as well, which I'll explain more in the gameplay video. But Duel Masters follows a very set method of how the turn flows, and once you advance to the next phase, you can't go back. And I believe that this here will let you know that if you're about to advance into the next phase, it'll give you a warning to make sure that you want to do that. I unchecked it because I understand it well enough to know that if I want to do, if I want to advance to the next step, I'm pretty okay forgetting the next step, or I've completed successfully. And then this here lets you know if there are no legal spell targets for, it gives you a warning to let you know that there's no spell targets for your spell before you cast it. And I kind of keep this checked off because they did incorporate some stuff from the future that wasn't around when the base game came out. So in case I misinterpreted how the spell works, I can check myself with this one. This lets you turn on and off your opponent being able to emote. I kind of don't like that it's here versus the Hearthstone model that you can like click it off in the middle of the game. But I guess since this isn't technically on a hybrid platform like Blizzard has it, it makes sense to put it here. But maybe you can do it. I just haven't played any ranked games to confirm it or not. And then the last two here, this lets you turn on and off animations during the battle. So if it's checked, that means you do not want them. If it's unchecked, then you can enable the animations to take place. And I like them, so I kept it on here. And this last one here is the automatic end phase button. So the game can recognize when you don't have any more legal moves to make, and they'll automatically pass a turn for you, which is a really nice feature to have. I just kind of unchecked it because in my mind, I imagine a time during rank play where I don't want to immediately end turn and might give my opponent some more information than otherwise they would not have had, things like that. So it kind of helps me bluff that I might have something that I'm thinking about before ending turn. This button here gets you to support. I guess if you have an email or something or concern you want to email to Wizards. This here gets you back to the tutorial in case you need to refresh your memory on something. I'll come back to this one in a little bit. This here is the official link. I imagine it takes you to the Wizard page. I haven't clicked it to confirm it. I think this gets you to their YouTube page, I would imagine, or like their main website that they use specifically for Duel Masters plays. This is like other things going on, and then this gets you back to the title screen in case you want to go back and listen to that banger of a title screen song. And the last thing I want to talk about here is the account linking. This lets you, you can link your social media to your Duel Masters Plays account to be able to transfer data between devices. So since I'm currently playing on an emulator, I had to take my data from my phone and then be able to link my Twitter account to it. I had like a little extra Twitter account I was using for Nintendo Switch stuff. I linked that account to my phone, and then I was able to link the emulator to my Twitter account, and it transferred the data through Twitter to the emulator. So now that I'm able to take my original data and play it on here to be able to give you guys great content. I believe you can use Facebook, Twitter, or Line, which I'm not sure what Line is exactly, but I would recommend like making like a throwaway account because it does ask for a lot of permissions to be able to use your social media account. And if you're not comfortable with that, then either don't link your account, which means you have to start fresh if you get a new device, or you have to just make a little makeshift account to be able to use it for the purpose there, which is what I did. So that'll do it for the entire menu screen. I hope this is helpful to somebody. I will come back in the future with gameplay video and going over how to going over the deck system as well, and like the disenchant system. So hope you guys enjoy. Look out for more content from me over the Christmas break, because I'm trying to get at least a few of these up and running just for the basic stuff. So yeah, look out for that, and until the next one, peace, be easy.